Happen. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is a question in New York City after Jeffrey Epstein's apparent suicide over the weekend. An autopsy's been done as part of the investigation.
Many wonder why Epstein was reportedly only on suicide watch for 6 days after that suicide attempt from just about a couple of weeks ago, you remember. The Washington Post reports that Epstein was supposed to be checked on every 20 minutes, but was left alone for hours before he was found dead. Epstein was also supposed to have a cellmate, but that cellmate was transferred out of his cell on Friday.
That's Fox's Rob Schmidt. What does this mean for the case being built against Epstein? He was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges involving underage girls. Fox's Tanya J. Powers live here in New York.
Well, Dave, U.S. officials aren't the only ones with a lot of questions. In France, the Secretaries of State for Women's Rights and Protecting Children have released a statement calling for an investigation into Epstein there, saying it's necessary so that his death in U.S. federal custody, quote, doesn't deprive the victims of the justice they deserve. U.S. officials say Epstein had a home in Paris and used a fake Austrian passport to travel to France in the 1980s. His death on Saturday came a day after thousands of pages of documents were released that contained graphic allegations against him, Dave.
Tanya Curtis Watson is back behind bars this morning in Tennessee after he was finally captured. He'd been on the run for 5 days. After riding away from prison on a tractor, he was spotted in a man's backyard.
We looked out and there was this guy in the refrigerator.
Harvey Taylor got his gun, called police. Watson was caught in a soybean field 10 miles from the prison. He's also accused of raping and killing a corrections administrator right after he made his escape. Bill Cosby's case back in court today in Pennsylvania. He's 82 and he's trying to get his conviction overturned on sexual assault. He's serving a 3 to 10 year sentence after a jury found him guilty of drugging and molesting a woman at his home in 2004. This is Fox News.
All money managers might seem the same, but while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're on your side. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. So if you're in or nearing retirement, talk with us and find out why investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments. Clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com to find out what we can do for you.
President Trump got a lot of criticism over the weekend when he retweeted a conspiracy theory about the Clintons, linking them to Epstein's death somehow. Was also an issue Democrats running for president talked about at the Iowa State Fair, a key campaign spot 6 months before the caucuses.
Candidate after candidate passing through the state fairgrounds here faced a similar version of the same question. What do you think of the suicide of Jeffrey Epstein?
Just no way it makes sense that he was left alone. I am not a conspiracy theorist, but something's way too convenient here.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio wants a Justice Department investigation. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar says Congress could investigate.
Yeah, the bad guy died, but I think there were other bad people involved in this as well.
New York City's chief medical examiner says an autopsy has been performed. In Des Moines, Iowa, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A former White House counsel under President Obama is going on trial after being caught up in the special counsel's Russia investigation.
Greg Craig was accused of engaging in a plan to knowingly and willfully falsify, conceal, and cover up material facts in his failure to register as a foreign agent. Prosecutors say he was acting at the direction of Paul Manafort, who was a Republican lobbyist at the time, doing work for Ukraine's Russian-backed President Viktor Yanukovych. Craig was also charged for lying in a letter provided to the Justice Department's National Security Division Foreign Agents Registration Act. But the judge dismissed that second charge, saying it wasn't clear that it applied in this case. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A former South Carolina police chief jailed on bank robbery charges is blaming brain surgery, saying it cursed his life. Richard Inman had the surgery after doctors found a tumor following a seizure. The chief's former co-workers say he came back unable to do his job. He resigned after a racist post online and then the bank robbery. On Wall Street, Dow futures down well over 100 points ahead of the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Hey, good Monday morning, August 12, ESPN 93. Might even have rain on the way. We'll get you some details in a moment. Our local news now brought to you by Thomas & Ellers Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agents. Contact Justin or Dave today at 217-356-2400 or visit thomas-ellers.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Champaign police are looking for a 27-year-old man who is a suspect in a stabbing that happened on August 1st. The evening of August 1st, Champaign police responded to an apartment complex parking lot in the 500 block of South Mattis Avenue on reports of a stabbing. Responding officers found a 29-year-old victim at the scene suffering from serious injuries. The victim went to a hospital. Police say there was a verbal argument between individuals who know each other. An arrest warrant has been issued for Deontay Campbell for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Bond was set at $50,000. 3 women were taken to a hospital after a 2-vehicle crash that happened Saturday morning west of St. Joseph. The News-Gazette says it happened on US 150. Both vehicles flipped. 3 women were taken to Carl Foundation Hospital. 1 was later released. A relative of the women in the van said they were headed east when the van was hit from behind by an SUV. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment.
Contact Justin or Dave at Thomas & Ellers Insurance in Champaign today. 217-356-2400. Here is your weather brought to you by the Blossom Basket. Flourish from simple to simply magnificent. With 2 locations. They're at Village at the Crossing, Champaign, Cunningham, and Urbana. 367 Rose or blossombasket.com. Good morning, Diane Ducey.
Morning, Stevie. We could use it. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast today. High 82, 70 our low tonight. Mostly cloudy conditions tomorrow. High 83, low 63. Chance of rain at 20%. Partly cloudy on Wednesday. High 80. Right now the temperature's at 72. ESPN 93.5.
All right, into Monday. Here we go. 2 weeks from Saturday, Illinois plays football. 2 weeks from Saturday. Nice article in the News-Gazette about Dre Brown. Great kid. Only married kid on the team. And he's having a great spring. He just has to stay healthy. And Rod Smith, the offensive coordinator, says when Dre Brown's healthy, he's a player. And he'll back up Reggie Corbin at this point. Mike Epstein also in the running back hunt. There's a lot of good ones. All right, good to have you along. We go to our Professor Alan Sachs, University of Texas at Arlington, one of our favorites. How are you, sir?
I wanted to play football, too. That was one of my dreams, but I couldn't. I had health problems. I was scared.
That'll do it.
Well, that's my health problem.
Yeah, that's not unique when you see the big fellas knocking each other over. All right, top story in the country this morning is the death of Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophile, the guy that was behind bars. He had all kinds of people in his circle, like Bill Clinton. Last week, former Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell, Prince Andrew. I mean, the list goes on. And yet he has found, quote, suicide in his cell. Alan, this doesn't look right.
It doesn't, but I don't believe there was any conspiracy to kill him. I mean, who knows? I just don't believe it. It looks like the more I've read about it and heard about it, it seems like it was just bumbling. So he probably, but how do you commit suicide in a cell like that? I have no idea, how you do it.
The fact that he was supposed to have a cellmate and mysteriously transferred hours before, the fact that you're supposed to check on guys like that every 20 minutes, he was left alone for hours. Obviously, there's going to be conspiracy theorists out there have no idea, except Attorney General Barr said he was appalled that how could this happen in such a high-profile case.
I think even President Trump has even echoed some conspiracy theories. But I think he brings the Clintons into it,
you know what? And again, there's one of those there's quite a few of them. I wouldn't have done that if I were the President of the United States. I just wouldn't have done it. Okay, so we are, and there's going to be a whole lot of coverage, and they're going to investigate. They sent You've got all kinds of... Somebody knows something if something happened. That's for sure. They're doing an investigation into it. But the guy was a horrific person who'd been preying on teenage girls for decades and getting away with it. It was just...
And we do know that some big names at least were his friends.
Yeah.
I'm putting friends in quotes. How do you even get, go around like, with somebody like that?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, and even, they tried to tie Donald Trump 20 years ago, that they were friends and all of those things. Bill Clinton said he only flew 4 times on his jet, manifested as 27, sometimes with Secret Service, sometimes without. At this point, it's like, oh my gosh, another story like this with a whole lot of sex, but the real mess here is that this was a pedophile. That's sickening. Unbelievable. Well, we'll see. Apparently he kept incredible diaries, so wherever those might be, might shed some light on it as well. Okay, elsewhere, Joe Biden's having a hard time keeping it straight. He said he was vice president at Parkland shooting, which happened in 2018. He said it twice in Iowa, Alan.
That's right. He's a little bit slow. I think one thing that President Trump has right is when he says that, he says it a lot tougher than I do, is that Joe Biden just doesn't have it all together. And he's right. I'm laughing about it. It's not very funny. But Joe Biden should not be in there. You've got to be fairly young, or at least have all your senses about you. And he just doesn't have it. He's the kind of a candidate where he'll hook onto anything in order to get a leg up on the political ladder, and that's what he's doing now. During the Obama administration, he was a strange character. He was always there. Vice presidents are important, but I don't remember in past administrations the vice president everywhere the president was, and there he was at the president's back, or whispering in his ear, or something like that. And it was just something sort of eerie about the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Like it was a little school kid who wanted to be around the big guys at school, and that's exactly what he reminded me of.
Well, if not Joe Biden, Alan, who?
Well, yesterday Elizabeth Warren won the straw poll in Iowa at the Iowa State Fair. I think that's good enough.
Yeah, okay.
So she's going to do it. Probably Kamala Harris. Between Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren, those are the two. They're two mad people, and so if either one of them gets into a battle with President Trump, it's going to be a whale of a campaign.
Alan, it's always a pleasure. Love to opening Mondays with you. Thank you, sir.
It's going to be hot today. I like your weather better than our weather.
Stay cool, my friend. Stay cool.
Thank you so much.
As you bet. Professor Alan Sachs, University of Texas at Arlington, joins us on Mondays. Every month we talk to Senator Bill Brady. How are you, sir?
Stevie, I'm good. I'm glad I'm not in Texas.
Man, it's warm in Texas. Bill Brady. All right, state news. Latest headline I saw, Rod Blagojevich, could he get his sentence commuted by President Trump? I saw pretty much Republicans are pretty united. Even J.B. Pritzker said he belongs in jail. But, Senator, listen, I said it then. Rod Blagojevich wasn't doing anything that unusual north of I-80, but he was stupid, and the Democrats threw him under the bus. That was my take from Central Illinois. I know you think he should stay behind bars, but I think that Rod Blagojevich was stupid, brash, and all those bad things, but they make all kinds of deals in Chicago.
Well, evidently, there's several indictments in the Democratic side of the aisle right now, and Chicago included. So, but that doesn't make it right. I mean, the fact of the matter is, people shouldn't be using their political office for their government office for their own personal gain. Rod Blagojevich was trying to do that. He went through a fair impeachment process under Democratic control, and he was impeached, removed from office, and convicted in a way that would never allow him to run for office again. He then went through a trial, a process that, as far as I know, was just and wasn't political. It was based on the merits of the law, and he's unfortunately to his daughters, who I do have a great deal of compassion for, having known them. But he should serve his time, and It is a terrible thing, the loss of his time with his daughters, but he should serve that time. And I hope the president realizes that this is not an area he should leave.
Okay. And then wasn't John Cullerton's cousin or something also just brought up in some charges recently?
He was. A nice guy. Rob Blagojevich, I enjoyed being with, and he was a nice guy. Tom Colton's a nice guy. I really don't understand or nor have the background, nor has it been revealed about Tom Colton's recent multiple indictment, but he was, and that should play out too in the court of law.
Senator Bill Brady from Bloomington, tell me why I should be optimistic about my state given the financial problems and given stories like this.
Well, you've got to be optimistic, but you're hiding your hole or your corner. You're a business person, Stevie. You know that Illinois has great opportunity, or you wouldn't have invested in your business in Illinois. So there are opportunities in the state that government can't destroy, but government can do a lot to elevate what can be done. This last year, we did some things in a bipartisan way. I think that moved our finances forward. That also created a major investment in our infrastructure, which is so important. Illinois is an agricultural-based economy that benefits from being in the center of this nation's economy and the world economy, and they can't take that away from us. No politician, no Chicago Democrat, no one can take that away from us. But we have to work to take and advance that to our advantage. And so we've done that this year with infrastructure, I think, in a very, very positive way, in a bipartisan way, and we need to continue to do that. And infrastructure is not just roads and bridges and rail and air, but it's also our universities, and it's other things that are so important to us. And our reinvestment from the decline of Rod Blagojevich, frankly, when it came to higher ed, our reinvestment in that this year, I think will do a lot to spawn new economic opportunities for us.
What's your impression of J.B. Pritzker this early in the administration?
Well, you have to give him credit for accomplishing a great deal of what he set out to accomplish. Now, a lot of it, I presume you, and I know I didn't agree with, and he did have a Democratic majority in both chambers, but he did accomplish a great deal, some of which I worked with my caucus on to help him achieve, like infrastructure. There were things that we felt were important. There were things that we thought were not important. As I refer to this session, I don't know about you, but I grew up with a father who loved Clint Eastwood and spaghetti westerns, and I've referred to this session as the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly that we now have to deal with is the fact that the Democrats want to do away with a fair flat tax and put at risk middle-income families by changing the Constitution to allow for this graduated tax, over a $3 billion tax hike. So that's the ugliest of it all. And there were some good things and some bad things, but he achieved a great deal of what he wanted to achieve. Some of which I supported, and our caucus supported, and some of which we didn't. Well,
we're talking the tax raise possibilities. It's just, again, another head shaker. I just don't trust government with all this money. It never seems to work, and it's tough. And I appreciate your efforts in there to try and get some sense involved in some of the fiscal issues. But if you control the whole deal, it's just hard. And you're fighting a good fight, Bill. Always a pleasure. I appreciate your time.
Stevie, thanks for having me on, and I look forward to next month. This week we've got the state fair, so we're looking forward to that, and we look forward to being with you in a month.
Always a pleasure. Senator Bill Brady in Bloomington this morning, who joins us every month. ESPN 93.5, quick forecast from the National Weather Service. Diane Ducey.
Well, we've got a high of 82 expected today and tomorrow, with a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms, down to the mid-60s at night. By Wednesday, high 80, low 58, 72 the current temperature. ESPN 93.5.
Fox Business brought to you by Rob Meyer, Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Rob at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com. Sports in just a moment.
From the Fox Business Network, new concerns about the impact of the trade dispute with China are weighing on the market today. Goldman Sachs Group says it expects additional tariffs on imports from China to go into effect, and it no longer expects a prompt resolution of the trade dispute, which increases the possibility of a recession. Economists at Goldman Sachs have lowered their forecast for economic growth for this year. Rite Aid has named a new chief executive, Hayward Donegan. She was chief executive of Sapphire Digital, a website for analyzing healthcare plans. She's one of only about 34 women leading Fortune 500 companies. Sears is starting liquidation sales this week at an additional 26 Sears and 15 Kmart stores. The announcement came from Transform Holdco, the company that purchased the assets of Sears Holdings out of bankruptcy. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
Fox Nation is the place for exclusive content you can't get anywhere else. New opinion shows from Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, and Tommy Lahren you can only get by signing up for Fox Nation. Plus, the real stories behind the headlines. Documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
I gotta get out of the house for a little while.
I don't feel like making dinner tonight. Let's go somewhere.
But where?
I don't know about you, but I feel like a margarita.
Well, I guess we can try to find a sitter.
And we can bring something back for the kids.
Well, where can we go that's got great kids' food and also serves our favorite drinks?
El Toro!
Whether it's with or without the kids, El Toro Mexican Restaurant in Champaign has you covered. They offer a wide variety of both adult beverages and kids' entrees. Stop in today at 723 South Neal Street in Champaign.
All right, 722, so I'm taking Lovey out, our little doggy, to go potty.
Yeah?
And I'm looking at my tree, and I see one single bird, and it's a cardinal.
All righty.
And the cardinal's just singing away. I'm saying, you're going to have to rally.
There you go.
Mr. Cardinal, we were down 8-4 in the 7th at that time. And the little cardinal flew to the tippy top of the tree. And I'll be darned if that little cardinal got that rally started. Cardinals,
there you go.
That was a heck of a win. I don't think the Cardinals have won a game this year where they were down 4 or more after 7, or in the 7th.
Yeah.
Incredible. Good victory. It's a race.
Exactly. 11-9 was the final over Pittsburgh yesterday. Let's get your Redbird recap.
This Redbird recap is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. Spectrum Mobile has unlimited talk, text, and data. Save up to 40%. Go to SpectrumMobile.com today.
John, what a big day for the rookie, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas had a triple, a grand slam. Swing and a high fly ball. That's deep to left field. It's a slam. Grand slam. Lane Thomas. He had 5 runs batted in for the day and threw a runner out at the plate.
I think that's kind of been more my role lately is, the defense part of it. So that's, I really focus on that and, work with Willie a lot on days that I'm not playing. So it's been a big thing lately.
But how about the veteran Paul Goldschmidt? He went 4 for 5 with a homer, 3 RBIs. He's hitting .387 against the Pirates this year with 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. And John Gant got the win in the 11-9 victory. Gant is the first St. Louis reliever with 8 victories since Russ Springer went 8-1 in 2007. It's a sweep for the Cardinals. They're in second place, 2 games behind the Cubs in the Central.
Things look good for the Redbirds. They're rolling as they knock off the Pirates 11-9, and they sweep the series, the 3-game series, with that victory. And 8-0 now is the Cardinal reliever.
Did you know that with Spectrum Mobile, you could save big on your wireless bill? Get our Buy the Gig plan for just $14 a gig and pay for only the data you use. Unlimited talk and text included. Go ahead, grab your wireless bill and compare. Use a lot of data? We've got you covered. Ask about our unlimited data plan. Spectrum Mobile, the best network, the best devices, the best value. Get Spectrum Mobile today at SpectrumMobile.com. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for offer restrictions and details.
Cubs win 6-3 was the final. It was great to have Chris Bryant batting well.
Well, it was 3-0 Cincinnati, and the Cubs rallied. Then it was 3-2, And then this.
And the pitch to Chris. A swing and a drive. Left field and deep. It's got a chance. Gone. 3-run homer, Chris Bryant. Cubs lead 5-3.
Excellent. And we'll gear up for a series against the Phillies tomorrow. 6:05 start with Jose Quintana on the mound.
Cardinals go to Kansas City. The Redbirds 2 behind the Cubbies in first. Milwaukee now 2.5 back after they lost to Texas yesterday. So a heck of a race on August 12th in the Central as expected.
Oakland A's over the Chicago White Sox 2-0. Chicago White Sox hosting Houston with a 7:10 start. Well, we had the Illini falling to Netherlands 82-72 as they wrap their Italian tour. Time for some sightseeing as they take in the Colosseum and Vatican City in Rome, which sounds awesome. Rafael Nadal has won at the Rogers Cup. Patrick Reed at the Northern Trust. It's been 16 months. He's had quite a dry spell, so Patrick Reed on top of the leaderboard. We also had Simone Biles as the gymnast getting her 6th gymnast title, gearing up for the Olympics in 2020.
Okay. I saw a picture. The News Gazette has one of the players doing kind of a diary. Zach Griffith from Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the basketball team. Shows him pictured at the Coliseum.
Nice.
And it's outside the Coliseum. You can have your picture taken with fake Roman soldiers.
Oh.
It's kind of fun. And they go to the Vatican. I doubt if anybody stares. Talk about a tall Vatican tour group. Who's that? I don't know. They're in orange and blue sweats.
Right.
It's really cool. And these young men get a chance to see Italy is really neat. Hey, college closer than you think. Whether sending your child to college next year or in 18 years, this is National College Savings Month, and you can celebrate it and get educated from Busey Wealth Management. Now's the perfect time to save. It's always a great time to save. You can do a public 2-year college. In-district is averaging about $35.70. Public 4-year college in-state without your food and dorm and all that stuff is $99.70. That's average. Busey's experts suggest 5 simple tips to save early and often. Open a college savings account like a 529. Your savings will be tax-deferred and free from federal income taxes. Make saving automatic. Stay disciplined. Set a goal. Stick to it. Some of the things Busey Wealth Management can help you with, but you ought to go in and just get a free consultation. Sit down with really smart people, and they'll tell you where you are and what you need to do. Invest in your child's future today with Busey. For a saving strategy for your family, visit Busey.com or stop by one of their many convenient locations. Investment products and services are not FDIC insured, may lose value. No bank guarantee. About 7.5 months ago, we were in Hong Kong on the Asia trip. And it felt very much like a Western city. Very much like a very large place, but very Western. Meaning it was just commerce moving back and forth. Just people happen to be Asian, but normal iPhones, tech guys. What's going on in Hong Kong? They need our prayers. I am very worried. They shut down the Hong Kong airport yesterday amid protests that started when China wanted to extradite people from Hong Kong to China. They said, no, we're not going into that. We're different. And so Beijing is being cautious, as they should. But do you think that they're going to allow Hong Kong to continue? There are a lot of people doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But there are leaders. And you generally cut the head off a snake. So I would be very, very worried as to what happens. Well, not all of us, but if you're old enough, you remember Tiananmen Square, where the young man was rolled over by a tank?
Yes.
China's not going to allow this.
Demonstrations in Hong Kong now in their 10th week.
They're not going to just say, okay, you guys win. After 3,000 years, we're not going to do it, the way we normally do it. They're going to steamroll this thing, and people are going to die. And now, the disadvantage is everybody's going to be rolling iPhone, so that's different. There's going to be documentation of this, and they can't stop that, and they know that. The world is watching. How will they handle it? Well, shutting down a major airport like Hong Kong with all the commerce that comes in and out of that's not acceptable either. But they had, looks like tens of thousands that shut it down.
That's right.
Whew. It's turbulent. We sure wouldn't go there now. That's for sure. Or we couldn't get in.
Right.
Back in just a moment. Tanya J. Powers, more on this Jeffrey Epstein, quote, suicide. That'll be next. She's got the very latest. She's Fox News radio reporter Tanya J. Next.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right. Now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Fox confirms Jeffrey Epstein was not checked on for several hours leading up to his death, nor did he have a cellmate, which is unusual at this federal facility.
Short staffing at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan, where he was being held, is such an issue that the Bureau of Prisons is offering $10,000 to correctional officers who transfer to that lockup. Epstein had pleaded not guilty to federal sex trafficking and conspiracy charges and had been denied bail while awaiting trial.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers in New York. A man accused of strangling a prison administrator after his escape is now back in prison in Tennessee. Curtis Ray Watson was arrested walking out of a soybean field. A man called 911 after a doorbell camera alerted him to someone in the backyard.
We looked out and there was this guy in the refrigerator.
Watson escaped from prison last Wednesday on a tractor. He was on lawn mowing duty. He was serving a 15-year sentence for kidnapping his wife and was due to be released in 2025. This is Fox News.
Local news now brought to you by Classic Plumbing. Honest, affordable, and professional with a 2-year warranty on all their work. Call 586-PIPE or see their page on Facebook, online, classicplumbinginc.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. An Urbana man was given 4 years of probation after pleading guilty to aggravated unlawful use of weapons and possession of heroin. 27-year-old Chavez Chappelle admitted that he had a gun in a vehicle in Rantoul when he had a small amount of cannabis on him 2 years ago. Later in 2017, he was arrested by Illinois State Police, who found him for speeding and found 20 grams of heroin in his car. 6 months in jail and 4 years of probation is the sentence for an Urbana woman who admitted she drove drunk and got into a wreck where her 3 kids were hurt. 30-year-old Kashira Pettigrew pleaded guilty in May to aggravated DUI. She'll spend the first 60 days of the first 6 months in jail, but can spend the rest in remission depending on how probation goes. 3 women were taken to a hospital after a 2-vehicle crash that happened Saturday morning west of St. Joseph. The News-Gazette says it happened on US 150. Both vehicles flipped. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
According to Classic Plumbing, these facts are essential for good work. Classic plumbers are experienced, qualified, and consistent. Right up front, you'll know all the work is warranted for 2 years. Their $55 diagnostic fee covers your estimate and applies to your job. Classic Plumbing promotes a culture of doing good work and hiring outstanding local people. Tim Culver's Classic Plumbing in Urbana and Mahomet get you technology with the tradition of value. Call 586-PIPE. Look them up on Facebook or online, classicplumbinginc.com.
Well, you need janitorial supplies. Go see our friends, Betsy and Brad Parks at CMI, Chemical Maintenance Incorporated. They have all the gizmos. I've run several of those machines when I was one of their best employees for 4 hours.
That's right.
CMIClean.com, 359-6262. Visit them today for local janitorial supplies. The best in the world is what I heard. Let's check your weather.
Why not work more efficiently and take less time? High 82, low 70, morning showers in the forecast. 40% chance of that happening. High 83, low 63 with a 20% chance of rain. Otherwise, some clouds on tomorrow's forecast. Also, partly cloudy with a high near 80 for Wednesday and Thursday, down to around 60 in the evening. Right now, the temperature's at 73. ESPN 93.5.
Well, Stevie J travels a trip to the Rhine River. We'll be jumping on for a week in September, so we had some of the folks over last night and loaded up the dishwasher, and it wouldn't start.
Uh-oh.
But I know Dick Van Dyke Appliance World standing by. I think it's $35 for them to just come out and say, hey.
Right.
Could you please find anybody else that would come in your house for $35? Because there's nobody. Usually it's like $100 anymore, 80 to $100. Anyway, Dick Van Dyke Appliance World can probably fix my dishwasher. Now, I played with it and got it started because it was loaded. I'd have had to do all that. And that would have been a real First Nation problem. I had to wash the dishes. Oh, how dare you. So they'll come out and go through it and Or you say, man, this is like 13, 14 years old. What do you want to do? Why don't you put a new one in there and let me get back to you on the check. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. They've been doing it since 1977. That's all they do are appliances. And I imagine the new dishwashers, since I looked, are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Need to run up there and take a peek. Champaign, Bloomington, Springfield, Decatur, and Champaign is on Neal. And we have a GE, so I can match what we have. If I want, I can go Maytag, Electrolux, Beko from Europe, Bosch, Whirlpool, and more. Low prices, plus I'll receive a free 10-year protection plan.
Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, the place you want to visit when your dishwasher doesn't start or having trouble. Online, appliance-world.com, appliance-world.com. Simone Biles, the gymnast, did a double-double, double-double.
Triple-double on the floor exercise.
What is that? That's like a dismount.
I could not believe how high she was.
Well, it all starts with height and athleticism.
Yeah.
But she did a double-something dismount. It's ridiculous.
We should call Yoshi on that. I wonder his comments would be.
I would like to talk to Yoshi Hayasaki. Yeah. In fact, in a week, it'll be one of our deals. We got a deal coming up with corporate apparel from Game Day today.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by for that. I'm going to give out hundreds of bucks here.
Good idea. You're wearing your corporate apparel shirt again
my
today, Stevie?
Game Day corporate. Okay, so I wear it every day. Stop it. It's clean. Speaking of Yoshi Hayasaki, the great athletes start in gymnastics. That's what Yosh thinks. I'm going to have a deal next week where I'm going to pay for your child for a month to go to Yoshi.
Here's former U of I gymnast Billy Hoyce on the benefits of gymnastics and the teachings of owner Yoshi Hayasaki.
Yoshi is contagious. If you're around him for a little while, the charisma is spectacular. He was really focused on everybody, not just the top-tier athlete. When you start gymnastics as a little tyke, you are developing that true coordination, flexibility, strength, and even if you don't stay with it, it's just such a fabulous sport.
Visit Hayasaki Gym online at hayasakigym.com.
Yep, I am so absolutely positive you'll love this guy. He is a national champion. He's a great man. I love Yoshi Hayasaki at U of I as the head gymnastic coach for, 2-3 decades.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Spring was Yoshi's guy. He's the new coach now, but that was Yoshi's guy. Anyway, next week, I'm going to give you a chance, and I'm going to pay for the first month. And George Springer, the great center fielder for Houston, said it was all about gymnastics.
Yep.
That's how you learn your body.
You find your center of gravity better and all that.
You get really good at athletics. That'll be next week. Coming up, corporate apparel from Game Day. Stand by. Tanya J. Powers following the Jeffrey Epstein story, found dead in his jail cell. This is the pedophile at least accused of abusing teenage girls for decades. Tanya J. Powers, there's conspiracy theorists. I would not have retweeted what the president did yesterday. However, there's going to be doubt as to what happened when the cellmate was transferred hours before, when they did not check on him every 20 minutes as they were supposed to do. Lots of mystery and intrigue. What do we know today?
You're right about that. That they did not check on him for several hours. He was supposed to physically be looked at, checked on every 30 minutes. You're right about the cellmate part, that he did not have someone in there. We also know that there is an investigation that's being opened by the FBI as well as the Department of Justice Inspector General. That has been ordered by Attorney General William Barr. The fact that they were shorthanded has also been brought up. The Metropolitan Correctional Center, apparently the Bureau of Prisons had been even offering correctional officers $10,000 in bonuses to transfer there so they could, help their staffing situation. Even the union of the correctional officers has been warning that the federal prisons had been at dangerous staffing levels for more than a decade.
Okay, so somebody knows something, and maybe nothing happened, but maybe something happened. This is straight out of a novel where all these rich and powerful politicians are being tied into Jeffrey, and everybody's denying it. Somebody knows the truth, and somebody knows what happened.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of questions to still be answered. The autopsy's been done by the medical examiner. The results of that have not been made public that we know of, anyway. So we're still waiting to find out more about that.
And apparently no cameras in the cells. They had it outside the door, but there's nothing that shows what happened inside. But I would presumably, somebody would be seen going in and out of it if somebody did that. Again, who knows, Tanya? Maybe the guy killed himself. Is a bad man. So I don't know, but I just this kind of stuff with the cellmates transferred and didn't check on them for a long time because they're overworked. I mean, that stuff just feeds this stuff.
Yeah, it does. You have a lot of different things happening. I mean, of course, on Friday there was the big release of documents, so more than 2,000 pages of documents, and some of that was pretty graphic allegations.
Yeah, well, with Prince Andrew being wrapped in now and former Senate Majority George Mitchell, Senate Majority Leader, there are a lot of big names in this thing. Well, I know you'll continue to follow. Thank you, Tanya.
Sure, thank you.
Tanya J. Powers live in New York City. This Jeffrey Epstein found dead in a cell, and people are going to say, what? And how do you even do that? Guys that were even on a suicide watch, which he was, they're in this jumpsuit where you can't hurt yourself. And something happened or didn't happen, or this is one of the top high-profile cases going. And they couldn't keep him alive?
One of the sources said marks on the neck, so...
But how? What are you given? If you were found 2 weeks earlier with marks on your neck, you're going to leave something in there where he could have marks on his neck? No. I don't know. Okay, it's 7:41. You're always welcome to text us, 351-2255, 359-2255, 359-2255. You can always text in with thoughts. Right now you need that number because you have a chance to text in from Game Day Spirit. They're terrific. We had a big sale. Ryan was on Friday, and we talked about the incredible sales. And two of my kids, Christian and Benjamin and Janet, my wife, went in and saved a bunch. And it was a great deal, and it was akin to their stadium sale. It was going on Friday, Saturday. We also went to the 6th Street store yesterday.
Really?
So it was a game day.
Terrific deals,
weekend.
but the epic sale this past weekend, terrific.
It ended Saturday, but what they also do for you is corporate. So Diane mentioned, and I thought she's kind of poking fun at the fact that she sees the shirt a lot. It's not my fault. I ordered more.
Okay.
I want that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting more shirts.
And it looks great.
And I washed it. So if you would like to get corporate apparel, maybe your company logo on shirts, I like the button downs. I like the more dress shirts. Very, very nice. And I'm impressed with the quality. I really like the quality. If you'd like me to give you money to do this for your company, if you're a person that can make a decision like this, I would welcome your text. I want you to text in Game Day.
Okay.
359-2255. I'll hand you $250. I shall award you $250 worth of stuff. That gets you some stuff. And they can do all kinds of things for corporations, your business. And maybe it's a small office. Maybe there's just 5 of you. That's fine. We'll get y'all taken care of. $250 will go pretty far when you're a small business. 359-2255. Text in game if you're interested in me taking care of a little corporate wear.
Game or Game Day.
Game Day's fine. Game Day. Something easy for you because you're using your voice-activated texting now. Right? 359-2255. Anybody?
Yep.
Okay. Good luck to you. I'm rooting for you. We'll contact you after 9. Who gets the $250? We'll do this. You know what? I'm going to do 2 of them.
Okay.
So we'll do $500 this morning.
Sounds good.
Spend my money. Got to use it within 7 days. At least get it ordered. And let me know what you thought of your experience. Game Day. 2 locations at Neal and Kirby and on 6th and Campus Town. By the way, my son Benjamin's a drone pilot, among other things. He's very talented. He flew over that Target at 6th and Green. He used to be in the McBride's department store and the cookie jar and all that stuff on 6th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's a big old hole. Now there's construction, like 2-3 levels already put up.
Yes.
Come on, man.
I think I've seen my brothers out there inspecting and working.
Deuce Construction.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, so Benjamin flew his drone, has his, fancy jacket and helmet on, so he looks official, and he has to clear it through FAA. He's got to clear it through all insurance. He has to have insurance. Anyway, he flies these sites and gives this incredible look for the investors that every month they can see, okay, work's getting done.
Ooh.
So they can improve all kinds of financing based on progress, all these other things. So he gets up there. So we have to have watchers to make sure that, you see anything in the air around it. You got to watch the crane. You got to watch the wires. It's tricky. So anyway, we were down there and it was just like, I just don't recognize Campus Town.
I know it.
Back in the day, everything was the height of the co-ed theater.
That's right.
And then all as you look down, you see we have shadows in our town.
Huntington Towers, that round building at
Century 21 was the name of that building. That was like the Sears Tower
that
for us.
That was the skyscraper in Champaign-Urbana.
It's pretty amazing. Anyway, game day's down there at 6th and Green and also Neal and Kirby. We'll be right back. Good luck on the corporate apparel. 359-2255 game day. 7:45, Cardinals and Cubs win. The race is on. Could it be down to that last week, as many have said, when the Cubs and Cardinals play 7 times in the last 10 days?
Oh, wow.
It's time for a Mettler Minute.
My name is Susan Schnur. Exercise is a routine. Mettler helps with that because it has such a wide variety of classes at different times during the day, so it can fit into almost anybody's schedule. And I think it's about deciding that you're going to do this and then following up with it and not sitting at home and saying, well, I wish I had gone, but getting up and going and then saying, I'm really glad I went.
Start your journey at MettlerCenter.com today.
You're a small business owner, and there's nothing small about what you do. That's why Dell Small Business Technology Advisors give you trusted advice, one-on-one partnership, and tailored tech solutions, like computers with Intel Core processors, servers, storage, networking, plus thousands of top brand electronics, accessories, and software. No matter your technology needs, Dell is here to help your small business do big things. Call 877-BUY-DELL to speak with an advisor today. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
Okay, tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I want to alert you to this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We have a brand new show we're announcing. Listen at 4 o'clock today to hear about a brand new local radio show.
Yes.
Stand by, 4 o'clock today.
Okay.
Tomorrow, our deal is going to be Freedom Roofing. Kurt Kaiser is celebrating retired police officers.
Mm-hmm.
You can send a nomination if you know somebody who could use a free roof, a retired police officer. Rules say we can't do it for a current police officer. I guess obvious reasons. It looks like you're bribing somebody.
Right.
And we don't want any signs of impropriety. So
that's right.
This is for somebody who's retired.
Okay.
If you'd like to nominate, just send to freedom@sjbroadcasting.com a few sentences. Bob's a great guy. Shirley's a great woman. They did a great job. And they need a roof, and it'd be really neat. But Kurt's going to do that because he genuinely, authentically supports police and their great efforts. So if you want to nominate somebody, it's a great opportunity. And there's not a million nominations. So somebody's going to have a really, really good chance. Freedom@sjbroadcasting.com. Now, speaking of which, our deal tomorrow will be $2,000. We've never gone that high. It's toward a roof, which is going to cost more than $2,000.
Yeah, that's right.
This will take a bite out of that.
Sure will.
Tomorrow morning, 7:40, your chance at $2,000 from Freedom Roofing for a free roof. New roof. Free roof for the retired police officer. All right, here we go. Sports headlines. We got it going on.
Yep. 2 games behind the Cubs are St. Louis Cardinals 11-9 winners and sweeping the Pirates. Pretty great weekend for Cardinal fans, finally. Let's get your Redbird recap.
John, what a big day for the rookie, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas had a triple, a grand slam.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's deep to left field. It's a slam. Grand slam. Lane Thomas.
He had 5 runs batted in for the day and threw a runner out at the plate.
I think that's kind of been more my role lately is, the defense part of it. So that's, I really focus on that and, work with Willie a lot on days that I'm not playing. So it's been a big thing lately.
But how about the veteran Paul Goldschmidt? He went 4 for 5 with a homer, 3 RBIs. He's hitting .387 against the Pirates this year with 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. And John Gant got the win in the 11-9 victory. Gant is the first St. Louis reliever with 8 victories since Russ Springer went 8-1 in 2007. It's a sweep for the Cardinals. They're in second place, 2 games behind the Cubs in the Central.
Things look good for the Redbirds. They're rolling as they knock off the Pirates 11-9, and they sweep the series, the 3-game series, with that victory. And 8-0 now is the Cardinal reliever.
Nice. And they'll have Kansas City tomorrow. It's a 7:15 start. Jack Flaherty to the mound. Cubs over Cincinnati 6-3. They'll have a series starting up against the Phillies tomorrow. Jose Quintana will take the mound at 6:05. Of course, you'll hear the action on US 105.9, just like we heard this Chris Bryant hit.
And the pitch to Chris. A swing and a drive. Left field and deep. It's got a chance. Gone. 3-run homer, Chris Bryant. Cubs lead 5-3.
That was a big seventh inning with the 4 runs coming in. Ian Happ also did well in his hitting. Oakland A's over the Chicago White Sox 2-0. They'll host Houston tonight starting at 7:10. We had the checkered flag with Kevin Harvick winning in Michigan. Patrick Reed winning on the golf course at the Northern Trust in New Jersey. Rafael Nadal wins at the Rogers Cup. And Serena Williams, at the age of 37, asked for a medical timeout after 16 minutes and then said that my back spasms are too bad. She had to sit out then. Another athlete that we've been watching that's trending is Simone Biles, and she has won now 6 gymnastics titles. There was a big tournament down in Kansas City as she gears up for the Olympics.
What you do is a double something.
A triple double in their floor exercise.
Double. You just have to go so high to have time to do that. Mm-hmm. That's nuts.
She's 22.
ESPN 93.5 and Prospect Bank welcoming back U of I students. There'll be a lot coming in this week. Our welcome back student bags, we'll hand those out on Quad Day. Quad Day's a week from Sunday?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, my goodness.
Not only a random bag stuffed with cash gift cards, but you can also pick up a bunch of free stuff. Great offers from FedEx, Bodywork Associates, Jets Pizza. Learn more about our welcome back student power bags at Prospect Bank. Powered by Prospect Bank at espncu.com.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 7:51. We've talked about Jeffrey Epstein, the guy that's accused of abusing teenage girls for decades. Made a plea deal, served a little time in jail back in 06 or 7, and tied to so many rich and powerful people. And then to find him dead in his jail cell 2 weeks after he had marks on his neck and survived, and all of a sudden he had a roommate, a cellmate, and they transferred him hours before all this happened, and then if we got to monitor him, you're going, okay. Hold on, I've seen this movie where the guy knows too much and you have to off him.
That's right.
Isn't that the movie?
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously, regardless of what the facts are, people are saying, whoa, he knew too much. One of those things. Mm-hmm. And that stuff does happen. I mean, I totally believe stuff like that happens. I remember years and years ago, I had a guy on the radio who was supposed to be one of J. Edgar Hoover's hitmen. Excuse me, you're what?
Wow.
He'd written a book. He was one of 10 guys, he claimed.
Oh, my goodness.
That would take care of people that the law couldn't get.
I see.
As ordered by J. Edgar Hoover. And I'm going, okay, he'd written a book, so we interviewed him, but he was so Jersey. It was like, I don't know if you could make this up. He just was so basic. He just sounded like a guy that did what he was told.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry. I would like to think the better nature of people, but there's evil that goes on and happens within our own government, happens with our own people.
Yep, and that kind of power can be intoxicating almost.
And I am still so sad about Yin-Yang Zhang, the Chinese scholar that was murdered here. And I saw a few Asian students on campus. I just look at them, and they're walking by themselves. I'm going, it's so awful for me to think of that when I see an Asian woman walking by herself. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm thinking now. Is because of that.
Yeah.
Yin-Yang Zhang, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Bright, beautiful, intelligent, trusted an American to get in his car. And anyway, so sad. Okay, we're going to break for the news and we'll come back in a few. Maybe we need a digital break. We've touched on that. I think it's very, very important to not be so into our stuff.
Yesterday, a kayak ride in Turkey Run and decided to leave the phone behind.
You took a digital break.
I did.
You took a digital break going to Turkey Run.
So great to be in nature.
So you, somebody placed a cell phone on top of the car?
Yes, right before the journey as we hit I-74. It turns out flew off the top of the car onto the side of the road on I-74, and I saw it when we retraced our steps.
You did not find that phone.
I saw it.
Was it on the shoulder?
It was on the shoulder where the ridges are, and then
I cannot believe you found the cell phone.
I couldn't believe it.
It wasn't
either.
smashed.
And I saw the black case. The phone wasn't in the black case.
So you lost a phone on I-74 and
right off the Lincoln exit.
Found it.
And there was a few barrels and things like that. They're doing some construction in that area.
I can't believe you saw that.
The phone flew out of the case. The phone case had a lot of road rash all over it, but the phone worked fine. And yeah, this was a 3-hour ordeal.
Oh my goodness.
Where what happens when you lose your phone and things are offline, and then you need to figure out, am I going to shut it off? I don't want people getting into my stuff.
Let that be a reminder that everything you have on this phone should be on the cloud.
Please get that on the cloud.
Yeah, get it on the cloud, get it backed up, because this happened to us recently, and it is a panic.
Yes, it is.
Because you have stuff in there that you really, really depend on every single day.
Yes, and have somewhere in your wallet or something your passwords and what to do if you lose your phone, because you just go blank.
Well, good for you finding that. I think the odds are 1,000,000 to 1.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then I kind of backed up a little bit on the shoulder, and sure enough, person who lost their phone picked it up and held it in the air. We were so excited.
That's amazing. Great story.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of digital brakes, which you automatically had when you flew off the cell phone off the car.
Exactly.
There are now places popping up where it's called digital detox. And you actually go vacation, you can't have anything?
Oh, my goodness.
I bet people are twitching.
Yeah.
Kind of doing that twitching.
Yeah.
And find no blankie in their hand.
I know it.
We'll talk about that. That'll be coming up.
Sounds good.
ESPN 93.5, 756.
Want to help a special retired police officer in your life? Freedom Roofing is giving you the opportunity. Freedom Roofing is giving a free roof to one retired police officer in Central Illinois. It's simple. Just email freedom@sjbroadcasting.com with a paragraph on why that retired police officer deserves a roof, their name, address, and phone number. Freedom Roofing is giving back, and you can help too. So email that recommendation to freedom@sjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, I'm Habib. Once again, I'm hosting the Live to Lead mega event at the iHotel on Friday, October 11th. John Maxwell and 4 speakers, Angela Ahrens, Marcus Buckingham, Chris Hogan, and Rachel Hollis. Buy your tickets at habibhabib.com. So bring your team. I guarantee you will be better equipped with new perspectives, practical tools, and key takeaways. Improving our minds is like working out. We can't go to the gym just once and expect to be in shape. It's a continuous process. Buy your tickets at habibhabib.com.
Hey, it's Shane from Rosati's Pizza. Let's face it, I like to party, you like to party. Any party is better with Rosati's. So if you've got an office party, a birthday party, or those family reunions, they're all coming up fast. Call Rosati's. You choose the menu, pizza, pasta, chicken parm, whatever you need. We got it all covered. Send the invites out, call the family, call the friends, bring everybody over, but don't forget to call me, Shane at Rosati's, 328-2334, or come see me at 701 South Gregory in Urbana.
Hi, this is Congressman Rodney Davis, inviting you to join me for an open government night I'm hosting in conjunction with State Representative Brad Halbrook and the News Gazette on Monday, August 19th at Parkland College in Champaign. Doors open at 5 p.m. The program starts at 6. We look forward to hearing and talking about the issues that are important to you. For more info, visit my website, rodneydavis.house.gov.
Paid for by the official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Right now at CVS Pharmacy, you can earn up to $50 extra rewards each year just for filling prescriptions. Which means the medicines you take to stay healthy might also do a little something for the health of your wallet. So visit your local CVS Pharmacy to sign up and start earning up to $50 extra rewards on prescriptions. Terms and conditions apply. Not valid on all prescriptions, including those purchased in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. Other state restrictions apply. See cvs.com/RX rewards or the pharmacy for details.
At Honda BMW, they believe in letting you make the choice when you're ready. And now you don't even need to come into their award-winning dealership to buy your car if you don't want to. Just go to drivechampaign.com. Click on the type of vehicle you're interested in and look to the right-hand side of the page. It says Express Purchase. That means you can buy a car on your computer right now, only at the award-winning Honda BMW Express Purchase. Go to drivechampagne.com.
This apple slushie from Curtis Orchard is so refreshing on a hot day.
Marty, I've been working in the lab all day. I'm getting hot and stressed. What you got there?
Doc, I'm just beating the heat with a cider slushie from Curtis Orchard.
Let me try that. What's in this thing? There must be some kind of superpower chemicals in this thing.
They're actually all natural with no preservatives and no added sugar. Just fresh Curtis Orchard apples pressed into cider and converted to slush. Get your own, Doc. You can visit 3902 South Duncan Road or visit CurtisOrchard.com.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
He wasn't checked on like he was supposed to be. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. More's coming out about the situation in the New York City jail where Jeffrey Epstein apparently killed himself. He wasn't on suicide watch anymore, despite what's believed to be a failed attempt 2 weeks ago.
Fox News has learned that Epstein was supposed to be checked on every 30 minutes, but was left alone for hours before he was found dead. Epstein was also supposed to have a cellmate now that he was out of suicide watch, but he was transferred out, and Epstein was left all alone. And at this point, there's been no explanation as to why he had his own cell. Sources told the AP that the prison is very short-staffed, with guards working extreme overtime just to keep up.
That's Fox's Rob Schmidt. Epstein was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges involving underage girls. A week after the massacres in El Paso and Dayton, Democrats running for president keep pushing for stricter gun laws.
Will we be a nation free from fear, free from violence?
That's Cory Booker on ABC's This Week. Bernie Sanders told CBS's Face the Nation.
Poll after poll shows that overwhelmingly the American people want to expand background checks.
They also want the type of gun used in many mass shootings banned, including frontrunner Joe Biden. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, we have to get these weapons of war off our streets. That from former Vice President Biden, referring to assault weapons in an op-ed for the New York Times. Biden vowed that if he's elected president, he'll work to pass bans on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, coupled with a buyback program. He also wrote that he'll build on the Brady Bill, which established a background check system. Biden writing, if we cannot rise to meet this moment, it won't just be a political failure, it will be a moral one. Dave?
Rachel, last week, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell said they would consider new gun laws when the Senate returns next month. The Trump administration has put out a new rule strengthening the ability of federal officials to deny green cards to immigrants who are considered likely to need government aid. This is Fox News.
All money managers might seem the same, but while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're on your side. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. So if you're in or nearing retirement, talk with us and find out why investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments. Clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com to find out what we can do for you.
There's a hearing today that Bill Cosby hopes goes his way. He's appealing the sexual assault conviction that has him living in a prison cell.
Bill Cosby's attorneys are expected to ask the Pennsylvania Superior Court to overturn his conviction and be given a new trial. Cosby, who turned 82 last month, is currently serving a 3 to 10 year sentence after a jury found him guilty of drugging and molesting Andrea Constant at his home in 2004. More than 50 women have accused him of similar acts. Last month, Cosby's attorneys settled a defamation lawsuit with one of them, former supermodel Janice Dickinson, who accused him of sexual assault in a 2014 interview. Cosby's spokesman says his insurance company settled the suit despite Cosby's objections. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
A New Mexico man goes to court today in Delaware for a hearing in a so-called swatting case. Stephen Landis accused of posing as someone else, then calling police last year to falsely report he planted bombs at a Georgetown elementary school and at a Walmart. Police say he's in a feud online with the guy he pretended to be, and that man is also accused in swatting cases in 5 states. 2 American athletes who may compete in the next Olympics next year caused some controversy over the weekend.
U.S. fencer Rayson Bowden took a knee during the national anthem after receiving a gold medal at the Pan American Games in Lima, Peru. He later said in an Instagram post that he chose to sacrifice his moment at the top of the podium to call attention to racism, gun control, mistreatment of immigrants, and a president who spreads hate. U.S. hammer thrower Gwen Berry raised her fist during the anthem the next day after receiving her gold medal. The U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee said in a statement Sunday that its leadership is reviewing possible consequences. Former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick started kneeling during the national anthem before 49ers games in 2016 to protest police brutality. Richard Jordan, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could drop big at the opening bell. Dow futures are down well over 100 points. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
8:05. Local news now brought to you by Rhonda Lash. Loan officer with CIBM Mortgage. Rhonda and her team at CIBM Mortgage wants to make the home buying process easy. Get pre-approved today. Call Rhonda at 390-9310 or email rhonda.lash@cibmmortgage.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. Champaign police are looking for a 27-year-old man who is a suspect in a stabbing that happened on August 1st. The evening of August 1st, Champaign police responded to an apartment complex parking lot in the 500 block of South Mattis Avenue on reports of a stabbing. Responding officers found a 29-year-old victim at the scene suffering from serious injuries. The victim went to a hospital. Police say there was a verbal argument between individuals who know each other. An arrest warrant has been issued for Deontay Campbell for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Bond was set at $50,000. 3 women were taken to a hospital after a 2-vehicle crash that happened Saturday morning west of St. Joseph. The News-Gazette says it happened on US 150. Both vehicles flipped. 3 women were taken to Carl Foundation Hospital. 1 was later released. A relative of the women in the van said they were headed east when the van was hit from behind by an SUV. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Hi, it's Rhonda Lash, loan officer with CIBM Bank. We know some of you are exploring, and we know some of you are expecting, and some looking to retire. From your first house, one big enough for all the kids, to that warm vacation escape. So that's why we want to make it easy and lend you the money that you need. So come see me, Rhonda Lash, at CIBM Bank.
Upgrading or buying? Email rhonda.lash@cibmmortgage.com or call 390-9310. NMLS number 1772943.
All right, here is your weather forecast, and by golly, those look like rain clouds.
They do. We do have a 30% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms on today's forecast. A nice August 12th with a high 83 expected, 72 our low tonight. Clouds on tomorrow's forecast with a 20% chance of rain, down to around 62 in the evening. On Wednesday and Thursday, we're up towards 80, down to around the mid-50s at night. Temperatures currently at 74. ESPN 93.5.
Now look at that radar. I'm going, how's that 30%?
Right.
Unless it just splits. But there's a bunch of stuff that's right now.
Sometimes it'll form and really pound a neighborhood, and then, it'll dissipate.
Right. No,
that's just how it goes.
That's right. It's very isolated, but it looks like, stuff's moving through Springfield, and before that, Quincy. I guess it could go south, but it looks like we have a pretty decent chance of rain. But again, what hits this yard doesn't hit that yard. Some of the stuff's been so isolated. Very difficult to count on rain. I mean, remember April, May, June? It's like, what day is going to be dry? And now here we are going, wonder if we're ever going to get rain again. All right, here we go. Good to have you along. Could a digital detox vacation change your life? This is from the Wall Street Journal. It's boasted about pricey vacation spots that promote no cell reception or Wi-Fi.
Okay.
It's a concept called digital detox vacations, where gadgets are turned off, taken away, or just don't connect to the internet. Denali Park, Alaska may top the list at $2,000 a night. Wow.
Okay, so I could shut off my phone and go to Turkey Run and do it a lot cheaper than that.
Lee Richardson, our good friend. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Mental health expert, Brain Performance Center, isn't it?
It is.
Lee Richardson. Okay, so we have a town called Philo, the center of the universe. I could charge $2,500 and detox them digitally there.
There you go.
I mean, crying out loud, you're telling me all you have to do is turn the phone off, Lee.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like it's really pretty simple, doesn't it? You just hold that button down for like 5 seconds, and it goes away. But for some of us, I think it's different. Some of us grew up with that phone in their hand, and some of us use it so much for work that, and the phone does make you more productive. The problem is there's a fine line between being productive and going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. And you know what?
Most of us
we're going down the rabbit hole. Yeah, you're right about that. I don't know. I mean, how do we go from I really need this to do business to I can't take my blankie out of my fingers because I'm sucking my thumb? I mean, this is a dependency, isn't it?
It is.
It is. You know what it really is? It's a relationship. And if your relationship with your phone is more intimate and better than it is with your family and your friends, you've got a problem.
Right. So is there a time gauge? When do we know we're crossing over into, it's just too much, Lee?
Well, I think, when you find you can't pick up a book anymore and read it, or maybe you can't watch a whole movie, or you can't have some long, serious conversations because you're so fixated on your phone, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
You can't take your attention off of that phone.
The first thing you said,
Lee,
Lee, what did you say? You said something, book. What's a book?
That's a 4-letter word.
I don't know what that is.
It has been a while since I read a book.
Well, I've read a lot online.
Right.
Does that count?
No. Don't you want to feel it? Don't you want to pick it up? I like the way a book feels.
No, I agree with you, and I do. I feel the same way about newspaper. I'm one of the older guys that likes holding a paper. So I guess same kind of thing. Yeah. But I've downloaded a few books on like an iPad and read from that. But it isn't the same. I do like page turning. There's no doubt about that. It's just that we're so busy with our phones that we don't have time to read a book.
Well, we are. 61% of us check our phone within 5 minutes of waking up. And many of us charge their phones in their bedroom. Mm-hmm. Where do you draw that line? Where do you say, I need some me time instead of, I need my phone?
Well, I'm working on my digital detox vacation, and we'll just make it real shishi, and I'll have sushi and yoga and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that business opportunity.
Right there at home.
Yeah.
You can create your own screen-life balance. That's the new work-life balance.
Yeah. How about you, Lee? You got a business. How much do you have your phone with you?
Well, I do have a business. I'm a psychotherapist and a neurotherapist, so I'm with clients all day long, and I can't answer my phone, and I can't respond to tweets or texts. I'll be honest, if I get a few minutes, if I get like a 10-minute break, I do look at it.
Yeah, sure. Well, you want to see if anybody in your family trying to reach you, right? Husband trying to get hold of you for something. But what's a neuro and psycho? Is that like, what's a psychotherapist? What's a neurotherapist?
Well, a psychotherapist is just talk therapy. And a neurotherapist is, I'm board certified in neurofeedback, and I combine that with CBT. So it's a type of therapy that I do to help you change your brain with self-regulation.
And how long have you been doing this, Lee?
Well, I've been board certified in neurofeedback since 2004.
Okay.
So I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Have you heard it all?
Pardon?
Have you heard it all? Is there anything that in a daily where you go, wait a minute, I haven't heard that thing before, or that's concerning, that doesn't fit into any column, or is it always kind of, okay, I know what I'm dealing with when you're talking to people?
People are so interesting and so diverse. No, I haven't heard it all. And, I think that life keeps changing. Well, look at what technology has done to our life.
Yeah.
I mean, cell phone usage, screen time, to me, that's a new addiction. And I know that sounds so clinical to say it's addiction, but when you can't put it down and you can't walk away from it, whether it's alcohol or drugs or social media, what happens is, you do something that you like, and in the brain, you have these neurotransmitters, dopamine, and the brain starts kicking out all this dopamine. And those little nerve cells get confused because it starts out, I like that. I really like that. And then the more dopamine that gets kicked out, it goes to, you know what? I want that. I want to do that. And then the next level is I need it. I've got to have it. So, no, I haven't heard it all. That's for sure.
Lee Richardson, how do people connect with you?
You can find me online at thebrainperformancecenter.com. You can give us a call with any questions you have, 817-500-4863.
Hey, thanks for helping people.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Lee Richardson.
thebrainperformancecenter.com.
Okay. We'll go to our morning sports. Cubs and Cardinals getting kind of fun.
It is. The Cardinals 2 games behind the Cubs. The Cubs won yesterday over Cincinnati 6-3. They had some big hits. We had the St. Louis Cardinals sweeping the Pittsburgh Pirates. 11-9 was the final there. Let's get your Redbird recap.
John, what a big day for the rookie, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas had a triple, a grand slam. Swing and a high fly ball. That's deep to left field. It's a slam! Grand slam! Lane Thomas! He had 5 runs batted in for the day and threw a runner out at the plate.
I think that's kind of been more my role lately is, the defense part of it. So that's, I really focus on that and, work with Willie a lot on days that I'm not playing. So it's been a big thing lately.
But how about the veteran Paul Goldschmidt? He went 4 for 5 with a homer, 3 RBIs. He's hitting .387 against the Pirates this year with 7 home runs and 22 RBIs. And John Gant got the win in the 11-9 victory. Gant is the first St. Louis reliever with 8 victories since Russ Springer went 8-1 in 2007. It's a sweep for the Cardinals. They're in second place, 2 games behind the Cubs in the Central.
Things look good for the Redbirds. They're rolling as they knock off the Pirates 11-9, and they sweep the series, the 3-game series, with that victory. And 8-0 now is the Cardinal reliever.
We have Kansas City Royals tomorrow. It's a 7:15 start. Jack Flaherty to the mound. You'll hear the action here on ESPN 93.5. And after the Cubs beat the Cincinnati Reds, they've got the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow. It's a 6:05 start with Jose Quintana on the mound. In fact, it was quite a 7th inning. Chris Bryant got a great hit.
Well, it was again, Cubs are losing 3-0. And so Cincinnati, who'd already won 2 out of 3, feeling pretty good. And the Cubbies rallied to their credit. And right after this Bryant hit, Ian Happ had one. And that shot out of the Cincinnati Stadium. But here's Chris Bryant on the biggest hit of the day for the Chicago Cubs.
And the pitch to Chris. A swing and a drive. Left field and deep. It's got a chance. Gone. 3-run homer, Chris Bryant. Cubs lead 5-3.
That's the mystery of the Cubs on the road. I think the worst team in baseball on the road, and yet you hear all the fans at every stadium they go to. There's always Cub fans on a lot of them.
It's true. Oakland A's over the Chicago White Sox 2-0. They'll host Houston tonight at 7:10. EI Baseball Tournament champions.
Yeah.
Buckley's Dutch Masters over Royal 8-7. And a come from behind win.
Isn't Buckley JT Warmbier?
I believe that might be right. Anyway, I was just looking at the website and the team picture and things like that.
Well, how long is Buckley, Loda, Royal, and Gifford Flatfield? They've been legendary teams for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff's been going on.
So good stuff. We also had trending in the sports world about, I hadn't mentioned the death of Darryl Drake at the age of 62 over the weekend. 16 years in the NFL. Most recently, the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers coach. but the likes of Brian Urlacher and more on the Bears team talking about him dying suddenly. No cause of death has been listed for Darryl Drake.
Okay, it looks like the Cubs are the 5th worst team on the road, so it's not the worst. So there you go. Let's check your weather.
High 83, low 72. Chance of rain 30%. 20% chance of showers on tomorrow's forecast. High 83, low 63. 80 the high on Wednesday and Thursday. Down into the mid-50s at night. We're currently at 74 with the overcast conditions. And there was a little radar that had some rain in the forecast for right now. ESPN 93.5.
Yeah, Illinois football continuing, getting closer, though, as we get ready for Akron 2 weeks from Saturday. That'll be August 31. We have an August game this year. And, a little optimism here, at least the front part of the schedule, thinking we might go 3-0. If we go 3-0 and host Nebraska, there'll be a lot of people at that football game. That'll be a lot of fun on the 20th of September, I think. It's 8:20.
From the Fox Business Network, Rite Aid has a new chief executive officer months after the chain announced its restructuring. It's Hayward Donegan, who previously was CEO at Sapphire Digital, a website that analyzes healthcare plans. Rite Aid has been working to turn around the business by reducing its corporate staff by 400 and making other changes. Rite Aid sold more than 1,900 stores to Walgreens last year. It now has about 2,400 stores in 18 states. Kraft Heinz is in danger of having its credit rating downgraded to junk status because of uncertainty around the company's strategy for the future. It reported a disappointing first half of the year, and now it says it'll miss a deadline to file its quarterly numbers with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Kraft Heinz is dealing with an accounting investigation, too. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Jenny Cosola.
The Fox News Rundown is a weekday morning podcast that dives deep into the major and controversial stories of the day. Hosted by the anchors of Fox News Radio. Subscribe now to hear a perspective of news you won't find anywhere else. Listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. Living the Bream is a podcast hosted by Fox News Channel's Shannon Bream, sharing inspirational stories, personal anecdotes, and an insider's perspective on actions and rulings from the High Court. Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. America's listening to Fox News.
Addie's Bar and Grill blends traditional sports bar food like burgers and wings to gourmet dishes like chicken parm pasta and pan-seared Asian salmon. But the burgers at Addie's are their specialty. Their signature Addie's burger has smoked cheddar topped with smoked brisket, bacon, and onion relish. And they douse it with bourbon barbecue sauce served on a crispy brioche bun. Why not start your meal with shareable apps such as mini chimneys made with ground beef, corn, peppers, onions, and black beans wrapped in a deep-fried tortilla. Wow, guys, I'm getting hungry. Can we wrap this up? Let's all head to Addie's.
Hi, it's Stevie J. For many years, whenever I've said something a little out there, my kids would say, "Easy, Stever." Well, I've come up with something a little out there, and I'm inviting you to be part of it. Introducing Stever, a new program that allows you to spend my money and keep the stuff. Sounds good, right? Well, it is. Now, there are 2 requirements. You'll have to use your voucher for the free stuff within 7 days, then give us some feedback about your experience. That's it. Take my money. Spend it within 7 days, then give me some feedback about your experience. But you have to register for this program. Just visit GoStever.com and create an account. You'll need to create a username and password. Once your account has been created, you're all set. Then just listen to Stevie J Broadcasting Stations for your chance to grab one of our daily offers. Visit GoStever.com to register now and to learn all about our new Out There program. All the information is available at GoStever.com. The earlier you get registered, the better chance you'll have at winning. Visit GoStever.com.
Retired police officers went through a lot. The last thing they need to think about is a roof in their retirement. Freedom Roofing respects former police officers and the sacrifices they made. That's why Freedom Roofing is giving away a roof to one retired police officer. To nominate a retired police officer, just email the officer's name, address, phone number, and a paragraph on why you think they deserve a new roof and send it to freedom@sjbroadcasting.com. The team at Freedom Roofing will select a retired officer as the winner in September. That address again is freedom@sjbroadcasting.com.
Nice gesture from Freedom Roofing. Get that to me. Freedom@sjbroadcasting.com. It's just a nice thing to do for somebody that would deserve that. Mm-hmm. And thanks to Kurt Kaiser, Freedom Roofing, for supporting law enforcement.
Freedom@sjbroadcasting.com.
Freedom@sjbroadcasting.com. Who's Matthew Cloud.
Oh, Matthew Cloud, Unity Rocket, class of 2016. He's an excellent vocalist. He loves to sing like Frank and Michael Bublé and things like that.
Little that loungy thing.
And he has seen Michael Bublé before and really emulates him.
I like Michael Bublé.
I do too.
Well, Matthew Cloud won the state championship for Illinois State Fair karaoke.
That's right. They've kind of tweaked the talent show contest to just make it karaoke style. And he won this past weekend. He'll be one of the featured vocalists ahead of the Ringo Starr and his All-Star Band show on Tuesday, August 20th at Houlihan's at First and St. Mary. So I'm looking forward to this champion vocalist from the Illinois State Fair.
Well, he did
doing his thing.
Michael Bublé, Feeling Good.
Okay.
On the Grand Central Stage. He impressed them initially, then he did a rendition of Tritt's Anymore, Travis Tritt.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know that song.
Anymore.
Just a few years ago, Cloud was performing in musicals like Grease, Legally Blonde.
Oh, that's right.
Guys and Dolls as a student at Unity High School.
Yes.
Now he's preparing for his senior year at Elmhurst College, where he's majoring in music business.
Imagine that.
Yeah, so that's in Front Page News Gazette today. Good for Matthew Cloud.
And one of our first recipients of the Polly Anderson Scholarship.
Awesome.
So good stuff happening for the Cloud family. And Matthew's, younger brother Ben, also a wonderful vocalist. Way to go, Christy and Neil. You raised a good kid.
Wow, the Clouds. Good
right
job.
there in Tolono.
8:25.
PM News. An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Peter Burns and Ben Hartsock.
I'm really excited to see Kyler Murray. I got a glimpse of seeing Kyler, and I get it. It was like a drive and a half. It was like a 4-yard out route every single time. But there was enough wiggle to make me think, all right, this gives me another reason I've circled in preseason football that gets me excited for the regular season.
Yeah, the Kyler Murray thing is exciting, right? He's the same thing he was doing in college, he did on an NFL field. Good. And he wasn't vaporized by an outside linebacker. He looks more like Russell Wilson as an eluder, right? Russell Wilson is the running quarterback that really knows how to avoid the big hit. Kyler Murray seems to have that. But, man, all of those guys, even Russell Wilson, you're going to get tagged. You are going to get hit by a man big and fast in a way you didn't know existed, and it's going to hurt really, really bad.
Hey, Bench, what are you doing?
I'm rubbing my Blue Emu on.
Were you ready to go fishing?
Fishing?
You said we were going fishing this morning.
I have 10 Gold Glove awards.
Here we go again.
Johnny Bench doesn't go fishing.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny Bench goes catching. Blue Emu supports healthy muscles and joints. Blue Emu, it works fast and you won't stink. Available at nationwide retailers and Amazon.
All right, it's time for some straight talk. You wouldn't pay $100 for seats to a baseball game where you can get the same seats for $50. So why pay more on your wireless when you can get the same 4G LTE networks for up to half the cost? For $45 a month, get our unlimited plan with 25 gigs of high-speed data from Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, only at Walmart.
Savings may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Experience Naya, Asian-inspired Italian cuisine, now open at 212 East Green Street in Champaign. Celebrating food and people is what they do best.
My name is Ann. My husband and I had dinner at Naya, and we loved every dish. We visited Rome a few months ago, and this is a true, authentic Italian menu. I'm telling all my friends about Naya.
Have a new and exciting dining experience right here in the heart of the Midwest at Naya. Now open at 212 East Green.
This is the sound of at Koala Mama 85 asking DQ to bring back the Snickers Blizzard. And this is the sound of us making the Snickers Blizzard. And the all-new peanut butter pie Blizzard made with Snickers. And this is the sound of 5,157 happy Snickers Blizzard lovers saying OMG, smile emoji, praise hands, thank you, exclamation point, praise hands, praise hands. That's what a Snickers Blizzard sounds like. And it's back with the all-new peanut butter pie Blizzard made with Snickers.
DQ, happy tastes good.
At Indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Finding your way to retirement may feel a bit like working your way through a maze. Without a guide, it's hard to see if you're headed in the right direction. We can offer guidance along the way to help you see the bigger picture and make sound financial decisions. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign. Call 217-366-3456 or find us online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Well, if you're thinking you may need a new vehicle, you can go check out Honda BMW or start online at drivechampaign.com, because at Honda BMW, they're going to take care of you before, during, and then after, because they want this to be a long-term deal where you'll just go back time and time again. That's what's happening. Since the new ownership took over about 6 years ago, the thing is exploding. It's an award-winning dealership. They're right off Neal at Burwash and Savoy. You can say it had been Quattrone or any of the other fine people there, and that's why they're good. The people are so darn good. Check them out. DriveChampaign.com off Neal at Burwash and Savoy. DriveChampaign.com for Honda BMW. Terrific, terrific place.
Yeah.
All right, saw Lion King. A little on that coming up in just a moment. 359-2255. You can always text in this morning on anything. It's 8:30. We'll be back after the news.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Jeffrey Epstein was not checked on in his prison cell for hours leading up to his death Saturday. There are federal investigations.
According to a person familiar with the situation, Epstein should have been physically checked on by guards every 30 minutes. This source also says the fact that Epstein did not have a cellmate is also unusual. The criminal case against the 66-year-old convicted pedophile ends with his death, but the investigation can continue into suspected co-conspirators.
Fox's Brian Yennis in New York. A fire at a home used as an overnight child care center is under investigation in Erie, Pennsylvania. Gary Santone's the fire chief there.
We were able to rescue or pull out the five younger children. Unfortunately, they all passed away.
One was a child of the home's owner. 4 were siblings whose parents, according to a grandmother, were working the overnight shift. This is Fox News.
Check over your local news now, brought to you by Thomas & Ellers Insurance, your local independent auto owner's insurance agent. Contact Justin or Dave today, 217-356-2400, or visit thomas-ellers.com.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Monticelli with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. An Urbana man was given 4 years of probation after pleading guilty to aggravated unlawful use of weapons and possession of heroin. 27-year-old Chavez Chappelle admitted that he had a gun in a vehicle in Rantoul when he had a small amount of cannabis on him 2 years ago. Later in 2017, he was arrested by Illinois State Police, who found him for speeding and found 20 grams of heroin in his car. 6 months in jail and 4 years of probation is the sentence for an Urbana woman who admitted she drove drunk and got into a wreck where her 3 kids were hurt. 30-year-old Kashira Pettigrew pleaded guilty in May to aggravated DUI. She'll spend the first 60 days of the first 6 months in jail, but can spend the rest in remission depending on how probation goes. 3 women were taken to a hospital after a 2-vehicle crash that happened Saturday morning west of St. Joseph. The News-Gazette says it happened on US 150. Both vehicles flipped. You're up to date. I'm Jamie Monticelli.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance as you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Contact Justin or Dave at Thomas & Ellers Insurance in Champaign today. 217-356-2400. Well, let's take a peek at the ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Overcast now. We're expecting a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 83 our high, 73 our low. Up to 82 tomorrow with the clouds. 20% chance of rain. 63 on Tuesday evening. Partly cloudy, high 80. Wednesday, Thursday, 81 on Friday. Not a bad forecast for mid-August. Right now, the temperature's at 74. ESPN 93.5.
Well, big show news this afternoon, 4 o'clock. Be listening, new show on the radio. Is Lawn Taste still involved? Today, Juan's got to stay, right? 4 to 6 today, new show. Don't miss it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, 8:34, saw The Lion King. How do I describe this? It'd be like I Will Always Love You by Whitney.
Right. Classic.
Classic, great.
Who can ever do it better?
Well, and then maybe J-Lo sings it. And she's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, good. But I kind of like Whitney.
Right.
I guess that's the best way for me to describe The Lion King. Good, but I thought Timon with Nathan Lane was about as good as voice acting as you can do.
That's right.
How do you do Will Smith as Robin Williams in Aladdin? How do you do that?
That's right.
Except you don't take the role. It's hard. So you had James Earl Jones. He was still Mufasa. And James Earl Jones, I think he's like 88. The guy, and I interviewed him once. I had James Earl Jones on the phone once. I didn't want to say a thing.
Is that right?
I wanted him to grab A, aardvark, B, and just read the phone book.
Right.
The voice of James Earl Jones. This is CNN. That guy.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, he was terrific, but everybody else was different. And it wasn't bad different. It was just Lion King was like an iconic 1990s amazing movie.
So Timon was voiced by Billy Eicher, an actor, and then Pumbaa was Seth Rogen.
And he was fine, but he wasn't the original, hey, can we keep him? I mean, that guy was fantastic in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce, of course, as Nala.
Fine, no problem with Nala. I mean, but the Pumbaa and Timon were pretty big. And Nathan Lane was like off the charts fantastic as a voice of Timon. And they did, and I don't think it mattered who Simba was either. Simba and Nala, they're fine, good. But I think I missed Pumbaa and Timon. Anyway, it's good. It's fine. I Will Always Love You, Whitney, and then here comes Beyonce, who's fantastic, but I kind of like Whitney. Mm-hmm. It's just what you grew up with.
Well, that was number 3 in the box office over the weekend as I was looking at the top.
What was the one?
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
You could have The Rock in a rocking chair knitting a sweater and people would watch it.
I guess.
No, he's just...
I mean, number 1 for the second week in a row, but aren't we getting tired of Fast and Furious movies?
Not if he takes his shirt off.
Is this number 9?
It doesn't matter. The Rock, I mean, talk about bank. If you're going to do any action movie, who's the number 1 guy you're calling?
The Rock.
He's going to score.
That's right.
It doesn't matter. It's giving the ball, he scores a touchdown. Well, doesn't he get the ball all the time? Yeah, but he scores.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark at number 2. Dora and the Lost City of Gold at number 4. And then The Art of Racing in the Ring at number 6. That's the one with the dog. I was kind of interested in that. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at number 5. So Lion King that you saw, though, at number 3.
All right. Well, one other observation, and that'll be it for now on movies, but we were at Savoy. We went, and I think, let me say it again. I think we have 2 of the best movie houses, I mean, for our market size, stunningly great. But Friday night in Savoy, it was...
really?
On Friday night?
Okay, well, there's so much to do when the weather's nice.
I know, but I don't think there's anything really big. When's Avatar coming out? I heard the release was 2015. No, really. James Cameron has the second Avatar. Where's that? The guy puts out movies, but he takes forever. He did Titanic, first Avatar. He did, what was the one with Mary Elizabeth Mastro-Antonio?
Oh, yeah, The Abyss.
The Abyss.
I love that movie.
I'm telling you, the guy does great work, but he's kind of perfectionist, so it's going to come out when it comes out. But Avatar will be one of those blockbusters whenever it hits the screens. So, all right, 8:38, Lane Thomas.
Yeah, he's coming ahead.
Well, who's
Go
he?
ahead.
He's a AAA guy they called up, but he's got ability. He's one of the youngies for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals down 8-4 going to the 7th. They had a weird deal. They were first and second. Jairo Munoz in Pittsburgh stole third base with the Cardinals ahead like 10-0. And apparently in baseball books, you don't do that. You're showing up the team. So he stole third when, come on, man, you already went, that kind of thing. So weirdly, he gets hit in the back of the back near the head.
Uh-oh.
It's one of those, we remember that about 3 weeks ago. So he wasn't happy. The catcher had to get kind of in between them, so he goes to first. Then the next guy, with the bases loaded 8-4, the next guy gets hit in the back.
Uh-oh.
You're going, what are you guys doing? Then Lane Thomas comes up and hits a home run grand slam.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, all the microphones around Lane Thomas, this kid who played center field, only his second start in his life.
Yeah, I just had fouled off some pitches, and he kind of hung a slider that I put a good swing on, and I knew he had, walked and had trouble, throwing to a few guys in front of me, so I knew he was going to throw a fastball and just, tried to get ready for it and put a good swing on it. The breaking ball you fall off, you think that's the pitch that keeps up that bat? That's at least what I was thinking. You never know what he's thinking, but that's kind of where my head was at, and, it paid off there.
You also threw a guy out at home. How much pride do you take in your defense?
Close, you come to that catch. Close, man. I think I'm going to have the trainers tighten the front of the glove there now, yes. But, yeah, it was close.
How tough has this been? I mean, you're used to playing every day. You come up here, you don't have the same opportunities. But when you've been called upon, you've been able to answer the bell.
Yeah, I think it's been tough in the aspect of just getting your body like that. Because then it's like you start a game, and it's like you haven't played that many innings in a row a lot. So I think that's been my main focus is just making sure my body feels good, and because you don't need a guy with his body not feeling good coming off the bench. So
when an opportunity shows up and you grab it the way that you did today, is that how reassuring and reinforcing is that to be able to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. It just gives you a little confidence knowing that you can kind of handle whatever's thrown at you. So hopefully it just keeps going that way.
Lane Thomas, how about that? Everybody surrounding him after the game. And Paul Goldschmidt went 4 for 5 and did great. And as he goes, the Cardinals are going to go. If he hits like that, we're going to win. Okay, we'll see what happens. 2 behind the Chicago Cubs now. It's 8:41.
Hi, welcome to El Toro. How may I help you?
Hi, yes, we'd like an order of the chicken fajitas and then also a burrito loco.
Okay, great. Here you are.
Wow, that was fast. This is amazing.
Can I get anything else for you?
Yeah, some guacamole to go with the complimentary chips would be great. Wow, you guys really are fast. By the way, my family is coming in from out of town next weekend. Do you guys have larger tables and party rooms available?
Absolutely. Just let us know how many are coming and we'll get you taken care of.
Wow, this place is amazing. If you haven't already, you've got to check out El Toro Mexican Restaurant in Champaign.
It's the annual back-to-school parking lot sales event at Durst Cycle's Urbana location this Saturday, August 17th from 9 to 5. But come in anytime this week and get a sneak peek at some of the sale prices. Durst has a fully staffed sales and service department to make sure you have the right bicycle for your needs. Find out why this family-owned business is your home for cycling and home fitness since 1935. The back-to-school parking lot sales event at Durst Cycle this Saturday from 9 to 5 at Durst Cycle, 1112 West University Avenue in Urbana.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
From the coffee shop to the classroom to our many convenient locations in between, Busey offers solutions to simplify your financial life. Enjoy hassle-free banking with Busey's mobile app and deposit checks, transfer funds, and pay bills all on your schedule. Visit Busey.com or stop by one of our many convenient locations for solutions to your banking and wealth management needs. Busey, your dream, our promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable.
Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Hi, this is Congressman Rodney Davis, inviting you to join me for an open government night I'm hosting in conjunction with State Representative Brad Halbrook and the News Gazette on Monday, August 19th at Parkland College in Champaign. Doors open at 5 p.m. The program starts at 6. We look forward to hearing and talking about the issues that are important to you. For more info, visit my website, rodneydavis.house.gov.
Paid for by the official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Everyone deserves a decent place to live, including man's best friend. Habitat for Humanity of Champaign County invites your business or organization to help raise the wolf by sponsoring a fun and unique doghouse building competition for a good cause. All the money raised through Raise the Wolf will go towards funding future Habitat home builds. Raise the Wolf will be held at Habitat's warehouse at 302 North Broadway in Urbana, Saturday, September 7th from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. You can find more information about Habitat for Humanity's Raise the Wolf event at cuhabitat.org.
All right, here we go. Sports headlines.
St. Louis Cardinals win again. They swept the Pittsburgh Pirates, and boy, that felt good at home. I know my brother Gary and his family down there, Michelle.
They went to the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Did they stay?
In the really good seat?
Did they,
oh, yeah.
They stayed? Because there was a lot of people that had left.
That's true.
Because the Cardinals had not come that far back, I don't think, all year.
Mm-hmm.
So good for them, because it was not a full stadium when the Cardinals came back.
11-9 was the final, and good to get the audio earlier of Lane Thomas and that go-ahead hit. Wow, good stuff. And they have the day off today. Kansas City tomorrow, a 7:15 start here on ESPN 93.5.
At the record, you'd think, well, Cardinals will win that, but it's a rivalry, and they played two earlier. Kansas City's not very good, but they split with the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, getting 1 out of 2 in Kansas City might be the best they can do. Who knows, though? Cardinals got a little spring in their step right now.
Mm-hmm. Cubs over Cincinnati 6-3. Phillies tomorrow, 6:05 start on US 105.9. Oakland A's over the Chicago White Sox 2-0. They'll host Houston tonight at 7:10. EI champions, Buckley's Dutch Masters, 8-7 winners, come from behind over Royal. We also have the Illini basketball team that fell to the Netherlands, but won 3 and lost 1 on their Italy tour. Now they're doing some sightseeing.
Haven't heard much from the women.
They've been not really playing as much as they have been sightseeing in Australia.
They went to Australia to play a game or two here and there. Okay.
That's right.
That's a bonding deal.
It is. Patrick Reed, 2 under 69 to win the Northern Trust in New Jersey after a 6-month dry spell. Rafael Nadal wins at the Rogers Club. Serena Williams, at the age of 37, stops the match at 16 minutes in with back spasms and concedes. But Simone Biles is trending. The gymnast who won her 6th title. She had a triple-double exercise in Kansas City.
Amazing.
She's preparing for the Olympics in 2020.
She pulls that. Isn't that like a 10?
Unbelievable.
Come on.
Yeah.
What makes Rosati's Pizza different? We talked to owner-operator Shane Morrison about the difference between Rosati's and other pizza places in CU.
Number 1, ingredients. We cut cheese daily. We only use the freshest ingredients, and we start every morning the same way, rolling dough.
Talk to me about your team.
Everyone wants to pitch in. Everybody wants to help. Yeah, we work as a team.
And you're available to everyone, right?
We deliver to all of CU and Savoy.
Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Thank Rosati's Pizza, 701 South Gregory, Urbana, or visit myrosatis.com/Urbana.
Hi, I'm Habib. Once again, I'm hosting the Live to Lead mega event at the iHotel on Friday, October 11th. John Maxwell and 4 speakers, Angela Ahrens, Marcus Buckingham, Chris Hogan, and Rachel Hollis. Buy your tickets at habibhabib.com. So bring your team. I guarantee you will be better equipped with new perspectives, practical tools, and key takeaways. Improving our minds is like working out. We can't go to the gym just once and expect to be in shape. It's a continuous process. Buy your tickets at habibhabib.com.
Hi, this is Kirk Kaiser. At Freedom Roofing, we respect and appreciate our police and appreciate all that law enforcement does for us every single day. Because of this appreciation, we are going to give away a free roof to a deserving retired police officer to say thank you for keeping us safe. If you or someone you know wants to nominate a retired police officer for a free roof, just email freedom@sjbroadcasting.com. Just let us know in a paragraph who deserves this free roof. Again, send your nomination to Freedom at sjbroadcasting.com. Freedom Roofing supports our law enforcement. This is Kirk Kaiser from Freedom Roofing. Thank you, law enforcement, for all you do.
Here we go. Weather.
We've got a high 83 expected today, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 72 our low tonight, 20% chance of precipitation on Tuesday, otherwise clouds and a high 82, low 62, 80 the high with partly cloudy conditions Thursday and Friday. Currently 74, ESPN 93.5.
Sam A. Strike with Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. For 25 years, Matex has been Central Illinois' premier provider for home services. We've worked hard to build long-term relationships with our customers. At Matex, we strive for excellence and give you the personal attention you not only expect, but deserve. Visit MatexService.com today and see all the ways our trained and certified technicians can serve you. We specialize in train but service all brands. That's MatexService.com. Get the fix with Matex.
Schedule your AC maintenance today.
The Atkins Group is proud to present the redefined premium home rentals at Pebble Point. These home rentals feature 2-car garages, granite countertops, and stainless steel appliances. There's solar panels on the roof that'll help you with electric bills. And don't lift a finger because maintenance is included, including mowing, snow removal, and garbage. Pebble Point, located in Urbana near Stone Creek, Carl Clinic, and Meyer. Right size your life with a new premium home rental. Call Amber at 213-3034 or go online at cuhomerentals.com.
ESPN Radio, along with our friends at Prospect Bank, are welcoming students back with our Welcome Back student bags on Quad Day. Look for our team spread throughout Campus Town distributing these bags starting around lunchtime on Sunday, August 25th. We'll hand out 1,000 bags randomly stuffed with cash, gift cards, and offers. That's right, 1,000 bags from local businesses like FedEx, Prospect Bank, Jets Pizza, Octave Apartments, and more. Look for us on the streets with our Welcome Back student bags Sunday, August 25th, and score some great deals on Quad Day.
Retiring Deputy Chief Bob Fitzgerald has joined me, and occasionally there are bad employees. That happens in every field, and it seems like that bad employee, 1 out of 1,000, gets the front page of the paper.
That is so true. If you look around, you'll see there could be 10 great things an officer does today, but the only thing you'll see on the news at night is the one thing one officer does that's bad.
And then the people that are anti-police, and they'll say, see, I told you. It's not fair.
Like they said, it's a small group of people, but they got the biggest mouths, and they get out there and they say what they want to say, and if there's a camera around, they'll get in front of it.
Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of it has to do with perception.
I think body cameras are a great idea because they protect you from lies that the person might say.
Right. We just went to body cameras this year, and they've already helped us. You see how the officers react, and we go back, we get a complaint, we look at that body camera, at the video footage of it, from the audio, and you see how the officers treat people, and they do a tremendous job.
Yeah.
It's helped us out greatly this year so far.
Brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com.
Pros like you do it right to get more bang for your buck because putting more toward your bottom line is good for business. Lowe's is here to help with deals on what you need to get the job done for less. Because now you can get 15% off custom special order Therma-Tru steel and fiberglass entry doors. And lockdown savings with 20% off select Schlage lock sets. Whatever job you're working on today, or any day, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 8/18, U.S. only.
All right, ESPN 93.5 Jeremy Warner program coming up. I went to football practice, as I mentioned, for about 20 minutes last week and determined that number 18 would start as my quarterback, even though I know nothing about anything. And I'll be darned if that's not the guy they think is going to start.
All righty.
Where's the call?
He must have had a spark.
I just think he looked better, but, I mean, nobody's calling me about advice.
Shoot.
What about Unity High School has their artificial turf now installed. You can see that at newsgazette.com. They've got video, and it's like artificial turf. It's like Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Has Unity in purple on the end zones.
Well, maroon.
I mean, maroon.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Purple Riders of Arcola. Exactly. Maroon in the end zones, and it just looks like a professional stadium.
Yes, it does.
Just a question and an observation. You have a stadium that looks like that. I can't get more seats? You spent $2 million or whatever it was. Can I get a few more bleacher seats? Or they don't need them? Because it looks like it's like and then this massive field.
They're just thinking, let's just chunk this up one at a time.
But if we're doing a couple million, can't we get a few
Because I think the baseball got a little, and I think their soccer field also.
I'm surprised there won't be any more demand for seating because the visitor still has the dinky little, that's fine.
Well, and we really need restrooms and a better press box upstairs.
Yeah, they didn't
didn't
address that, but a whole bunch of money went into that, and they've been raising money for years for this, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's a big time deal, and if you're coming to the community, and the way Champaign-Urbana football's been going, and Central had a pretty good year last year, but otherwise it's kind of down. You'd probably take a peek at Unit 7.
That's right.
You probably would because of the program and the chance to play on nice
Homecoming
facilities.
Game September 20th against the St. Joe Ogden Spartans.
Oh, that's always a dandy. Always a dandy.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll meet back here tomorrow and do this again.
Wonderful. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. It's Diane Ducey. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm giving out our offer, Freedom Roofing. We've never done $2,000. And so our deal will be you'll get an estimate from Freedom if you're the one chosen, and if you like the estimate, just take $2,000 off of that. That's gonna probably do it. If you need a roof or somebody you know needs a roof, be listening to tomorrow 740 for that chance to get in on it. Okay? See you tomorrow. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Jeremy Warner program coming up next. A new show today at 4 o'clock announced here. Be listening, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great Monday.
Getting tired of eating the same meals each week? Try something new. Get a taste of CU this August at Champaign Park District's signature event, The Taste of Champaign-Urbana. Visit Westside Park on August 16th and 17th for food, music, craft beer, and more. Enjoy lots of family activities like inflatables, gymnastics, and games in the Champaign Mom's Kids Zone. Visit Artist's Alley for a taste of CU culture. Get more information on Taste of Champaign-Urbana happening August 16th and 17th at Westside Park at champaignparks.com. Taste of CU is presented by CIBM Bank and proudly sponsored by this station.
Hey, it's Stevie J. Like many, I knew all about Game Day Spirits Illini gear, but I wasn't so knowledgeable about the corporate apparel they do. But they do really great work. I've had some shirts done, and some of my employees have too. They're very high quality and perfect for your business or organization. If you need something in the summer, need something in the winter, Game Day Spirit does custom screen printing and embroidery for every season or style. From blue collar to the boardroom, they have you covered with corporate apparel. Get a quote. Email sales@gamedayspirit.com and you'll be pleased.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, get your head in the game. This ain't no exhibition match. This is for real. You've got a house to insure, and there are no excuses because Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easier than ever to get the coverage you need. Here's some music to get you pumped. Dum chugga 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 meow meow meow. Dum chugga chugga chugga. Feel that confidence. Dum chugga chugga chugga. Did I say stop saving money? No. Dum chugga chugga chugga. Meow meow.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers.
Hi, it's Stevie J. When I needed a new roof, I called Roof Doctors. Actually, called a lot of roofing companies to get estimates. But I felt great talking to Randy. I felt that he was honest, reliable, and affordable, and I felt I could trust him. You know what? I was right. They did a terrific job. After they did my roof, I had them do my mom's roof. You know how much you have to like a company to recommend to your mom? With 30 years of experience and the best warranties, call today for a free estimate at 328-7529 or go to roofdoctorsco.com.
Discount travel sites say they have the best prices, but Hilton.com has the price match guarantee. Look me in the eye. If you find a better rate, they match it and take 25% off. Yeah, this is radio, so just stare at the radio. Hilton.com has the best prices. Pinky swear. Or, radio swear. Plus, you can choose your exact room and get free Wi-Fi. Cross my heart, stick a needle in my radio. Expect better. Expect Hilton.
Must be a Hilton Honors member. Applicable terms and conditions at Hilton.com. Pinky swear.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Lands is your local Mitsubishi Electric Diamond dealer. Our technicians are experts at solving your comfort needs, one room or your whole house. Let us show you how a Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Cooling System can save you money now. Your comfort is our priority. Call Lands today at 1-800-AIR-REPAIR or find us online at landsinc.com. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. As independent financial advisors, we can help ensure you're following a strategy that makes sense no matter what the market is doing. Take control of your financial life with a complimentary consultation. We will create a plan that's right for you. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign or call us at 217-366-3456 or online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
At Honda BMW, they believe in letting you make the choice when you're ready. And now you don't even need to come into their award-winning dealership to buy your car if you don't want to. Just go to drivechampaign.com. Click on the type of vehicle you're interested in and look to the right-hand side of the page. It says Express Purchase. That means you can buy a car on your computer right now, only at the award-winning Honda BMW Express Purchase. Go to drivechampaign.com.
Everything is priced to move in the Habitat for Humanity warehouse sale at 302 North Broadway in Urbana. Habitat has been blessed with some great donations, but they need space for new items, so they're passing the savings on to you. Pick up affordable furniture, housewares, bikes, building supplies, and more at the Habitat for Humanity warehouse sale. Don't miss it at 302 North Broadway in Urbana on Saturday, August 17th from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. Every purchase builds homes, communities, and hope.
Napa know-how. At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.